How's it going, everyone? After one of the bigger game release weeks of the year, we're coming up on a little bit of a quieter one. However, still a pretty solid week of new releases. Maybe it doesn't have that big budget top level game like a Dead Space or a Forspoken, but what you do have is some lower key titles. You've got a free upgrade in there as well, and a lot of interesting stuff to take a look at. And of course, this is all the calm before the storm as we get into next week. We've got Hogwarts Legacy, we've got Wanted Dead after that, we've got Wild Hearts, Atomic Heart, and it's gonna be a jam-packed month for a lot of you guys in February. So let's get right into this one. We've got some new games coming out. SpongeBob SquarePants The Cosmic Shake starts things out. I think a lot of people were surprised by just how much we ended up enjoying SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. Obviously that was a remake, but that game was really good. Was it a blow-away platformer? Probably not, but I think a lot of people are SpongeBob fans, and ultimately sometimes nostalgia can carry a game quite a bit, but that was a well-made game as well. This one dropping on January 31st notes, wish-granting mermaid tears in the hands of SpongeBob and Patrick. What could go wrong? Sure, the very fabric holding the universe together could come undone, opening portals into Wild Wish World, but that's nothing our favorite Sponge can't handle with the right cosmic costume. Has some iconic moments from the show as well. Unlock classic and new platforming skills like the fish hook swing and karate kick. Don more than 30 fantastic costumes like Snail Bob and SpongeGar. Traveled to 7 distinct wish worlds like Wild West Jellyfish Fields and Halloween Rock Bottom. Explore all the buddy movie banter with SpongeBob's permanent companion Balloon Patrick. Meet all your favorite Bikini Bottomies from the series voiced by their original actors, which that's awesome. And brand new soundtrack from the composers of Battle for Bikini Bottom, plus dozens of songs from the series. SpongeBob SquarePants The Cosmic Shake drops on January 31st. Next up, we have Deliver Us Mars. Obviously, this is the follow-up to Deliver Us the Moon, which was pretty well received. Deliver Us Mars is an atmospheric sci-fi adventure offering an immersive astronaut experience. Explore new frontiers on a suspense-fueled high-stakes mission to recover the Ark colony ship stolen by the mysterious Outward. It's a bold new mission, out-of-this-world gameplay that looks incredibly smooth, a handcrafted experience rounding things out. Deliver Us Mars will be dropping on February 2nd. Next up, we have a major upgrade here, Jet the Far Shore and Given Time. Now, this is a game I talked about quite a bit. It was done by Super Brothers, who also did this throwback title, Super Brothers, which was a pixel graphics game. That looked fantastic and was pretty well received. Jet the Far Shore is an interesting game, not as well received as the aforementioned game, but now you're getting a more rounded out experience that'll have you embark on an interstellar trip and deploy to a mythic ocean planet in low-flying jet in a cinematic science fiction action adventure with immersive sim elements from Super Brothers, known for Sword and Sorcery EP. The game, again, saw a little bit of a mixed reception, but you do have additional content here with the Given Time extension. Now, the game is fairly narrative-driven, but also has a big emphasis on its exploration. Visually, looks quite good, and Jet the Far Shore and Given Time will be dropping on January 31st. Again, this is a free upgrade for those of you that already own the game, and it will be free DLC on PlayStation 5. Moving on from that, here's kind of a notable release to say the least, Football Manager 2023 Console Edition. Now, for some people, a game like this dropping on PS5 is going to be just as big as some of the titles that have dropped this year. Football Manager is a pretty huge IP, and now it is coming to PlayStation 5, and it seems like football is very much in the news cycle these days, as in American soccer. Football Manager 2023 Console lets you experience the thrill of being a real football manager, turning wonder kids into world-class talents, and winning the biggest prizes football has to offer with full licensed UEFA club competitions. With elite leagues and competitions at your disposal, kickstart your career and lead your club to footballing glory. Build your dream squad, choose your style, and feel the thrill of big European nights. Make the big calls and make your voice be heard, and you can end up challenging your friends online as well. Football Manager 2023 going to be a game that a lot of people sink a lot of time into, and the console edition will be dropping on February the 1st. Next up, we have Helveti. Helveti is a throwback side-scrolling action title, a character action game set in the Gaelic Celtic mythology. Challenge the ever-changing rot with 3 characters, use the gifts and powers bestowed by primal deities, and show your mastery of the combat by pummeling, juggling, and slamming your enemies in gorgeous 2D presentation. Game, from a visual standpoint, kind of gives me some vibes of like a Vanillaware game, maybe like a Muramasa the Demon Blade, but I really like the aesthetic to it, and a disgruntled war chief, a snarky fox, or a wise druid, 3 characters with their unique playstyle and special attacks that'll help you dominate the legions of monsters. Regardless of whatever items or summons you find, you will never be completely helpless in Helveti. Regardless of power-ups, your core moveset will always feel complete from the get-go. Easy to learn, hard to master, stylish gameplay with a wide variety of abilities and situations. It's not just about finishing the fight, but doing it in style. Take your time to master each character with acrobatic combos, use the terrain at your advantage, and mercilessly juggling your opponent for the highest ranks and highest rewards. It notes a precise, visceral experience set in a carefully crafted world with a closed-in camera, carefully detailed 2D environments, and an enchanting soundtrack composed by Dale North and sung by Emmy Evans. Get thrusted into intense combat scenarios that'll keep you close to the action. Helveti will be dropping on February 3rd. Next up, we have We Were Here Forever. This is the latest game in the We Were Here series. You both awaken imprisoned inside the sinister Castle Rock. Were you betrayed or simply not that clever? Find out in the newest co-op puzzle adventure in the We Were Here series. Do you and your partner have what it takes to face the dark forces of this realm, or will you be trapped forever? Obviously, with co-op in mind, grab a friend and play through the game together. Locked up in the dungeons deep in the bowels of Castle Rock, you and a fellow prisoner must seek a way out and return to stand again beneath the icy Antarctic skies, but escaping this nightmare will not be easy, let alone escaping the castle itself. Freeing yourselves from your cells and escaping the keep is only the beginning, but does one truly escape Castle Rock? Fresh mysteries do await. We Were Here Forever will be dropping on PlayStation 5, and it will be released on January 31st. And lastly, an interesting game that's going a little bit under the radar, but you should definitely have your eyes on it, and that is Season A Letter to the Future. This game has a super unique art style and look, has this watercolor vibe going on for it that I think just looks fantastic. Leave home for the first time to collect memories before a mysterious cataclysm washes everything away. Ride, record, meet people, and unravel the strange world around you. Immerse yourself in the world of Season, a third-person meditative exploration game. Obviously incredibly narrative-driven, but also an emphasis on the exploration. That isn't going to be a super lengthy game. Your journey will take you 6 to 12 hours depending how much you linger. You should linger. It's a game about lingering. A compelling narrative, a document, photograph, and record. Emotionally complex characters and an immersive soundtrack will be rounding out the game. Season A Letter to the Future will be released on January 31st. So that is going to do it for me, and that is the lineup of PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 games you can expect to play this week. Again, not a super loaded week, but with SpongeBob, Jet the Far Shore is getting an upgrade. Football Manager even, I mean, that's a major release to a lot of people. And Deliver Us Mars, I mean, Deliver Us the Moon had a lot of buzz when it initially released, and now we have Deliver Us Mars also dropping this week, so some good stuff and some variety as well. And a little bit of a calm before the storm as we do head into deeper into February with Hogwarts Legacy, Wild Hearts, Atomic Heart, and so much more. That'll do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.